This is 63.
This is past 64.
Oh. That's it?
That's it.
Got everything, I got everything. I cannot complain.
He came out here, he was prepared, and he had a good pro day.
What did you not see you wanted to see?
I saw what we wanted to see. They scripted it, and he did a good job with it.
Bill, how much of this sort of thing is a part of the whole equation? Studying a guy.
Again, it's one stage in the process. So it's just one stage. You have to continue to study and do what we would call cross checks. So and then eventually sit in a room with some people in our organization, obviously myself and Rick, some of the coaches and things like that, and talk about what our opinions are. I don't think we've gotten to that point yet. So it's still more about continuing to evaluate the guy and figure each one of these guys out at every position, not just quarterback. And there's I said this at the, this is what I didn't want, but I said this at the owners meeting. Like there's more than 3 quarterbacks in the draft. To me, there's a bunch, and they've all been successful in their own way and their own right. And so we're evaluating all of them.
He's able to show his accuracy, and from the pocket, from under center, and then everybody basically knows he can move around and throw it. He established that, but he also was able to establish that he could move around and be accurate and hit receivers that are on the run, and instead of throwing jump balls or some things I've heard out there. And those are the kind of questions that from the route tree that they went through. Those are the kind of questions that I think some people asked, and hopefully he answered a bunch of those today.
And one of those is arm strength. I mean, one of the guys said he was surprised by Johnny's arm strength as well.
Like I told you, yesterday or 2 days ago, I wasn't going to be surprised today. We've seen it for a while, and I think his accuracy today was as I've said before, was Johnny-like. So that's nothing real surprised me today, and I'm happy that he was able to really show some other people what we've all known for quite some time now.
I thought he did outstanding. I thought he threw the ball well. I thought they did a nice job of showing all the skills that he has, his ability to throw from the pocket, his ability to throw on the move, throw the ball accurately. So I was very impressed with the workout today.
What'd you think of his arm strength?
I thought it was well above average. Obviously he's not the most powerful arm, but I got no challenges, no question about his arm strength.
What are the questions about?
Well, I think the biggest thing that you got to look at with Johnny is really all. It's not really as much about what you see on the field. It's just all the other things that surround the media attention, the celebrity of Johnny Manziel. And I think those are all things that as he continues to mature as a person, I think those are all things that he'll be able to handle, and so and if he's able to handle those things and keep those under control, then he's going to have a successful career.
You want ideal, perfect conditions. Perfect condition would be to throw it without the bulky pads on, without the helmet on, but you play football in those, so it was a good touch.
You think it helped him, especially how accurate he was?
That's hard. I mean, most time you're evaluating Johnny, you come to the same conclusion. When you see him on the football field, there's good play. He's been accurate, throughout his career. He just didn't all of a sudden get that way. That's what you see when you watch video.
Have you been to many pro days that captured this much attention?
Some of them capture a little bit more than others, but the first one I've been to with the former president, I'd say that. But
Are y'all going to bring Johnny in for the workout?
You getting pretty personal when I ask some questions. Like I haven't asked you a personal question.
You go ahead, ask her. Ask her.
We possibly just going through the process right now. It's a lot of got a lot more steps we have to take. Some of those things we kind of keep private a little bit.
You proud of a fellow East Texan in Johnny?
Love it. Had a chance to talk with his father too. Not many people around here know where Big Sandy is, my hometown. They do. So it's always good to see a good guy from East Texas do well.
Other than his height, if you were considering him as a GM, because all your quarterbacks everywhere was big. Other than the height, what would you be worried about?
Injury, because he is a running quarterback. I mean, the thing you didn't see today was the magic, and he has magic. There's no two ways about it, and it's very hard to find players who have magic. They win games, as he's done. So what I would worry about, because of his style of play, is injury. And I think you have to, if you take him, you just have to say, listen, we have to be prepared for this. Don't put on rose-colored glasses. Michael's been hurt. RG3's been hurt. I mean, there's enough body of work to tell you that you need to be aware of that and deal with it. But the stature and injury risk are the downsides.
Thank you.
Can he make all the throws
Yes.
on the West Coast as opposed to here?
Yes, he can make every throw. I mean, if you saw that today.
What was your reaction when you heard he was going to come out in shoulder pads and a helmet?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, it's just it's Johnny. You know, he's give him a challenge. He's gonna react to it. He's gonna try and beat it. I mean, he's one of the. I mean, you saw a little of it today, and in a sense with the helmet and pad, but he's a great competitor. I mean, I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. He's a great competitor, and so this is just another indication of it. Those are all the positive things that he brings, and there's a basket full of them.
What was your overall take on what you saw?
Well, I said before, I've seen a lot of it. My son was on the staff here. I actually was here the day he had a great day in the preseason scrimmage and won the job as the #1 guy. I've seen a lot of him in person. Seen him practice. So nothing I saw today surprised me. But if you hadn't seen him and you had heard whispers, wherever those whispers come from, that he didn't have arm strength or this or that you soon realized that was a commodity. He can throw it. His arm is better, in my opinion, than the other two quarterbacks that everybody's talking about up front by a significant margin. He can make every throw. So if you had not been exposed to him before, you saw his physical gifts. What you didn't see is his magic. Why didn't you see that on tape?
One, you learn, how big of a jump it is to go from playing on Saturdays to playing on Sundays. It's a grueling process. We were together about 2.5 months. Secondly, he's come an awful long way in his body. He's gotten an awful lot stronger. He's put in his work. He's much more acclimated to the NFL system in terms of the playbook and being able to go on the board and all the minutiae that comes with that. And then the execution. Today we knew it was going to come down to the execution. You can't fake that. You can't, wave a towel to that. You got to go out there and do that. He did that today.
I thought it was good. It was obviously going for perfection. So one a couple balls hit the ground. One that was on me. Another was a little bit high. Could have got it down for him a little bit, but overall I thought it was really good. Really got to give a lot of credit to the 6 guys who went out there and ran their hearts out for me and went after some balls and really helped me out. So more than anything for me, I had a blast doing it. I think each and every one of us did.